It's January 3rd. The gym is packed. People are running until they're purple in the face, sweating through their shirts, desperate, miserable, and grinding. They are playing this game on hard mode. And the tragedy? For most of them, the belly fat will not move. In fact, after a few weeks of this punishment, their midsection might actually look more distended. Why? Because they are triggering a stress response that chemically locks visceral fat in place. But there is a different way to play this game. We call it easy mode.
What is easy mode?
Aimless wandering. We're talking about walking with specific protocols designed to manipulate your hormones. Today, we decode 5 walking hacks that turn a simple stroll into a metabolic weapon. Here at Fatcode, we don't believe in suffering for the sake of suffering. We believe in engineering. We decode the body's instruction manual so you can rewrite the code. To understand why walking beats running for belly fat, we look at the respiratory exchange ratio, the RER. Your body runs on 2 fuels, sugar, glucose, and fat, lipids. When you run hard, your heart rate spikes. Your body treats it as an emergency, and it needs fast energy, so it ignores fat and burns sugar. Once sugar runs low, cortisol kicks in, breaks down muscle tissue through gluconeogenesis, and creates more sugar from scratch. You end up tired, hungry, and catabolic, burning calories, but not the right calories.
When you walk in zone 2, your heart rate stays moderate, oxygen is abundant, and your body shifts to burning fat as its primary fuel. You might burn fewer calories per minute than running, but the percentage coming from fat is dramatically higher. You are targeting the fuel tank you actually want to empty.
Hack number 1, the glucose sponge walk. If you have belly fat, you likely have some degree of insulin resistance. Your cells are gummed up. They're refusing to accept energy from your blood. So the pancreas pumps out more insulin to force it in. High insulin equals fat storage. The fix: walk for just 10 to 15 minutes right after your biggest meal. Here's the mechanism. Normally, insulin is the key that unlocks the front door of your muscle cells. When you're resistant, the key doesn't turn. But muscle contraction opens a side door, a transporter called GLUT4. When you walk after eating, the mechanical movement of your legs pushes GLUT4 to the cell surface without insulin. Your muscles vacuum the glucose out of your bloodstream before it can become visceral fat. You earn the meal you just ate, instantly. If this is blowing your mind right now, smash that like button. It costs you nothing and helps Fatcode reach more people grinding with 0 results. Back to the hacks. Hack number 2, the nasal-only rule. The biggest mistake people make walking for fat loss is going either too fast, turning it into cardio, or too slow, mall pace. You need the fat max zone. How do you find it without monitors? Close your mouth. Breathe exclusively through your nose. Inhale and exhale. If you desperately need to open your mouth, you've crossed the line. You're now burning sugar, not fat. The deeper science, the Bohr effect. Nasal breathing maintains slightly higher CO2 levels in your blood, and CO2 is what tells hemoglobin to release oxygen into your tissues. Overbreathing through your mouth dumps CO2, and your blood actually holds oxygen too tightly, starving your cells. Nasal breathing optimizes oxygen delivery to your mitochondria, so they can burn fat more efficiently. Nasal breathing also produces nitric oxide, or NO, which dilates blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and keeps your nervous system in a calm, relaxed state. You are burning fat while telling your brain you are completely fine. Pure Fatcode energy. Hack number 3, rucking light. Your body adapts. After a while, the same walk burns fewer calories. We fix this by adding one variable, load. This is rucking. Easy mode version, put 5 to 10 pounds in a backpack. Water bottles, gooks, anything.
This small weight recruits more muscle fibers, including type 2 fibers, forces your core, glutes, and lower back to work, turning a lower body walk into a full-body metabolic event. Studies show light rucking increases caloric burn by 10 to 20% and more with heavier loads.
This small weight recruits more muscle fibers, including type 2 fibers, forces your core, glutes, and lower back to work, turning a lower body walk into a full-body metabolic event. Studies show light rucking increases caloric burn by 10 to 20% and more with heavier loads. The load also stimulates bones to release a hormone called osteocalcin, a metabolic messenger that improves insulin secretion and sensitivity. You are building a metabolism that keeps burning calories even when you sit down later.
We're halfway through. If you're not subscribed to Fatcode yet, hit that button right now. Every sub tells YouTube to push this content instead of quick fix nonsense. Hack number 4 is pure neuroscience. Let's go.
Hack number 4, the optic flow reset. This hack attacks the root cause of belly fat, cortisol, and stress. If you walk while scrolling your phone, you're getting mechanical benefit, but missing the neurological benefit completely. When you stare at your phone, you use foveal vision, tunnel vision. Biologically, your brain reads this as locking on to a threat. It activates the sympathetic nervous system. It's stressful by design. To reverse this, you need panoramic vision and optic flow. When you walk forward and let your eyes scan the horizon, objects passing in your peripheral vision, it sends a direct calming signal to the amygdala. The threat center shuts down. Cortisol drops. You're not just burning existing fat, you're switching off the signal that wants to store more. Rule: walk outside, look ahead, no phone. Hack number 5, the fasted morning activation. When you wake up, insulin is at its daily low point, and liver glycogen is partially depleted. This is your fat-burning window. A 20-minute walk before breakfast taps fat stores almost immediately. No recent meal driving insulin up, no glucose blocking the way.
Second benefit, morning sunlight. Natural light in your eyes sets your circadian rhythm, anchoring your cortisol peak in the morning where it belongs and dropping it at night for deep sleep. Poor sleep equals insulin resistance the next day. By walking in the morning, you engineer better sleep tonight, which makes it easier to burn fat tomorrow. That is a positive feedback loop.
You might be thinking, this sounds too simple. Don't I need to suffer? That's the fitness industry talking. They sell the no pain, no gain myth because pain sells memberships and supplements. But physiologically, your body does not release weight when it feels under attack. It releases weight when it feels safe and healthy. These 5 hacks are not about burning 1,000,000 calories. They're about signaling. Signaling your muscles to absorb glucose. Signaling your mitochondria to burn fat. Signaling your nervous system to drop cortisol. Stack these signals consistently, the body responds. The hard belly softens, the energy returns. Tonight, don't plan a workout, plan a walk. Grab a backpack, close your mouth, look at the horizon, and let the biology do the work. If you watched this far, you are exactly the kind of person Fatcode was built for. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone grinding at the gym getting nowhere. You might save them years of frustration. I'll see you in the next one.